You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe. He took part in the greatest boxing trilogy of all time with Muhammad Ali. He defines the words Philly fighter. And his opponent, Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
It's cooled down a little bit. Right. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. This is with the straight left. That counter shot lands. Does well to block that left jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? It's bombs away. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Nope, that jab not going to score. Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. down big time on the score. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. Miss with that jab. He blocks the jab. How about that time counter shot? He can't score with that uppercut. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He misses with that jab. Good one. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
wanted action, and they are delivering. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Misses with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. They block the left there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's no way Frazier survives this. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. And now they're right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep. Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. He threw a punch and just got countered. Goes Alexander Usyk. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
These punches coming from every angle. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Get your breath back, get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That left uppercut doesn't score. Tried to score with the uppercut. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. He missed with that jab. Good counter punching. They both want a knockout, you can tell. One punch could change everything in this battle. Caution being thrown to the wind. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You've got to go out there and win this round.
Let's start the sixth. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut doesn't land. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Misses with that uppercut. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. And he misses with that straight left. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break.
Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident.
Here we go. It's round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Catch and shoot. The jab misses. There's a counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab gets blocked. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the uppercut, but misses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute.
Let's get out there. Get your boxing back.
And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. Do you believe what we're seeing? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Both men step back for just a moment. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. There's a counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Good counter punch. Caught him. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, we're out down. There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like a can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of us like that.